All right. Hi, guys. So basically, after 64 unsuccessful attempts, we finally decided to start a podcast on Zoom. So, you know me, Kaushik or Fomoball. Anyways, so the first guest on the podcast is a dear friend of mine. Welcome to the podcast, uh, Ambarish Kumar, a
Thank you,
lifelong
thank you.
Liverpool fan.
Yes.
Hi, 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 hi. So we've decided to name the podcast as the Fomoball podcast. Probably let's see if it catches on or if it's another dead podcast on the internet. But still, anyways. So I told him not to vape, but he's going to vape. Probably let's see if that gets us like what four other additional views. But yeah, okay. First, Ambarish, let's start with you. So tell us about why Liverpool, why the reason you're supporting this club.
I mean, I'll be very honest here. So, the very first football match I ever saw in my life was the 2007 Champions League final, Liverpool versus AC Milan. Unfortunately, we went on to lose that match 2-1. But I love the way Liverpool played that game. I love the way Rafa Benitez was the coach at that time. I love the way we pushed forward, the tactics that we used. I love the way we played. And Steven Gerrard, the OG captain. I don't know, I just love the way the team performed in that game. So I'm like, you know what? I love Liverpool. I'm going to support Liverpool for the rest of my life. So 2007, I made that decision. And yeah, 2023, I'm still following that. So yeah.
Oh, nice, great. So the thing is, similar story to me as well because in 2006 I moved to Dubai, and the person who was like helping us out settle, he brought me this one football club's jersey and he gifted it to me. And I there's a photo as well, like of me wearing it to like one of the school functions, like sports functions and all. But then I wasn't in love with the club then of that jersey. But then probably let's say like 1 or 2 years later, I started watching football, and that's when I saw Chelsea for the first time, like a match of the English Premier League, which is streaming. And then the next year was 2010, where I saw the FIFA World Cup. We drove for like 30-40 kilometers to watch the semifinals, Spain versus, I don't remember who they beat. Puyol's header. Spain goes to the final. So that match got me into football, and since this was the first club I was introduced to, it was Chelsea. And once I came back to India, my entire classroom had people supporting various clubs, so I had to take up Chelsea. It's best decision that I have made so far, and probably it's the club that I'm going to stick with. We are not plastic fans, so we support clubs that are not plastic clubs. But anyways, so okay, so now let's start with like I know we're not supposed to talk about this, and of course it's been more than a week, but let's talk about the Chelsea Liverpool game. First, you tell me, like I know you've beaten us, and I know you're laughing, but you tell me what was your reactions watching the game, like.
You see, unpopular opinion. I personally feel Darwin Núñez is the most entertaining footballer to watch. Okay, like
Exactly,
I'm
yeah.
not even kidding. I'm not even, like you watch that game. You see the amount of shots he missed in that game. My God, like
Uh,
I have no words. Like I think even my dead grandmother could have scored all those goals. Like seriously, man. Like oh my God,
uh,
he's so entertaining to watch. I'm not even kidding. And when he scores, I feel so happy. Like I feel so happy when he scores. But 100 million for him, that too much. But yeah, I know
uh,
he's our striker, so we have to stick with him.
he's that most unpredictable footballer that probably the reels you would see, right? You never let
Mm,
them know your next move. He's that footballer because you never know. He'll score a
exactly.
banger, which he's I think done this season versus I think the Newcastle game, right?
Newcastle
You guys
game,
were
my
losing
God.
1-0. Nobody expected you to
Yeah,
win. He comes, he
exactly.
scores two bangers outside the D
Exactly.
box, and then
Mm.
he misses a simple like an empty net. And this game as
Exactly.
well, I remember there were four chances he missed, and I was texting on the group with a couple of fans, and we have like Liverpool fans on the group. They themselves couldn't believe, and someone like pulled out a stat, like the number of chances that Nunes has missed this season, which is more than 10, I believe.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
Exactly. Exactly.
and the best part is he's the first footballer who's had like 10 goals plus 10 assists in like the first footballer to
I know,
reach that
yeah.
landmark, and also the
Mm.
first footballer to reach 10 misses.
I know.
Uh,
He's a legend, bro. He's a legend.
yeah, but I think like the only like positive for me was that he missed the penalty, so I was able to cheer in the first half. But apart from that, the entire first half was pretty torturous, man. Like the first miss, like I remember we had like one or two chances, we missed it. Then the
Mm.
penalty shout out that didn't work out, and then that's all. You can't afford to do the, like let Liverpool like what like
Mm.
make mistakes and not let them punish you. So
Yeah.
you guys on the first, I think counter, you guys punished us. I think it was Jota, and then that
Yeah.
opened.
My God, that was what a game! What a game! What a game! That
Yeah,
game.
I actually thought probably we'll do a comeback, so I stayed up to watch. But then once the third goal went in, I was like, yeah, no, I'm done. And I like briefly switched off the like I was watching it on TV. I switched it off, and then Nkunku scored, so I missed that goal. And then I like switched it back on. Immediately it scored. I mean, like, bro, what? I mean, I
You're the unlucky champ, bro. You're the unlucky
yeah.
champ for Chelsea. Stop watching games.
Yeah, because the moment, like couple of minutes that I wasn't scoring, it seems we played well during that time. And the moment I scored, you guys kept on putting pressure. I thought like probably we'll get another goal. You guys ended up scoring your fourth goal.
Mm.
But yeah, like crazy game though. I expected it to be a 0-0, but it's okay. Yeah. Fine. Okay, so moving ahead, we know you're at least like couple of nights back. You were top of the table. Uh,
Yeah.
I think you're right now top of the table, right? Because you
Yeah.
won
For
recently.
now, yeah. We just won yesterday. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yeah. So you're back on top of the table. So what's your aspiration going ahead into the season, knowing that KDB is back, City is back to full strength?
Oh, I know. Like, it's basically a repeat of what happened again and again. Now I guarantee City are going to win every single game going into
Oh,
the season. I'm just waiting for our clash with City next. That's going to be a very, very interesting one.
yeah.
And after that, the Arsenal game was disappointing. I mean,
Yes.
Van Dijk's and Alisson's clash, man. That was oh, it was hard to watch. It was hard to watch.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only the second game we've lost all season, but yeah, Liverpool have spoiled us, man. I'm not kidding. Liverpool have spoiled us. Klopp has spoiled all of us. We are not used to losing. So when we do lose a
Uh,
game, it hurts a lot. It hurts much more.
yeah, especially against Arsenal, no, because you've been beating them
Exactly.
last couple of
I
times.
know.
Like even this season,
Yeah.
you beat them like in the previous encounter. I think it was
Yeah.
a
I know.
cup tie. So
Losing to Arsenal. But I know, and that too now KDB and
yeah.
Haaland are back, and Haaland just he comes on and just scores two amazing goals yesterday to give City the win. I'm like, oh my god, like
No,
I
that
don't know what we're going to do.
no, that was very special because so I was watching the game and Everton was completely dominating the first half. By dominating, what do I mean?
Yeah.
Like they didn't have the ball, but
Mm.
the chances that like either side had, Everton had the better chances. Of course, they could
Mm.
convert it,
Yeah.
and even the second half as well, City had the ball, but it was very difficult to break Everton down. So when
I
that
know.
first goal happened, it was like touch of class, which of course Haaland did
Mm.
it, and the
Haaland, man.
next goal was he's a beast, bro. Like he legit. So the defender, right, who like caught on to him. His
Mm.
name is Brathwaite. He's
Mm.
probably like a skinny lad, but
Six
he
foot.
did well that
He's
game.
6 foot. He's 6 foot 4 or something, if I'm not wrong.
He's tall.
That's it. Yeah.
He
Yeah.
tries to like like match on with Haaland. Haaland just shrugs him off, and then he ends up scoring. And it reminded me of a goal like probably last season as well. Like a defender tried to latch on to Haaland. Haaland just pushed him off, and he ended up scoring. He literally did the same thing. And of course,
Man
it
is a
was that golden combination: KDB, Haaland, and
KDB Haaland. I swear.
yeah,
I'm not. I still remember last year when Liverpool signed Darwin and City signed Haaland. The entire world was like Haaland and Nunes, Haaland, Nunes, Haaland, Nunes. You see, I'm a Liverpool fan. Okay, I love the players we signed, but that was chaos. Like,
yeah,
why the hell would you compare Nunes, a player from Benfica, to Haaland, who is a
again.
lone goal scorer, not only in Dortmund but also in this one Salzburg, and he dominated the Champions League with Salzburg and with Dortmund. Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
so when you have a proper goal scorer and you have Nunes is good. Okay, he's a chance creator.
yeah,
He's young. He's very young, but you can't compare him with Haaland. Okay, I know.
absolutely.
So that was really I don't know. I didn't get that part. And then the first game of the season last year, it was the Community Shield final, Liverpool versus City,
Yeah,
and that's the game.
yeah, yeah,
I don't know. Haaland didn't score. He missed like so many chances, and
exactly.
Nunes got a goal, and that just made all Liverpool fans go berserk. We're like, oh my god, Nunes got it. Nunes is the new winner. Nunes is better than Haaland.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Nunes. And then the rest of the season, Nunes was mute, and Haaland just dominated.
Yeah, I know. But this season, I think Nunes has a fair chance to get close to Haaland because like Haaland's been out for a very long time. No, and of
Hmm.
course he hasn't scored like how he did last season. So
Hmm.
I think it'll be easy for like Nunes to be closer to him. But I think
Hmm.
Golden Boot probably it'll be Haaland only end of the
It'll be
season.
Haaland, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
like
speaking of the Golden Boot, um, fun fact, okay? Um, what do you think of Onana?
I think he's probably a serious contender for it, like both for club and country.
Yeah.
Like
Onana is second place in clean sheets this season. There's a high chance he might win the Golden Glove. Andre Onana might win the Golden Glove.
it's
What a meme that will be if he wins the Golden Glove of all the goalkeepers in the league.
it's the history of Manchester United. They have the same goalkeeper concedes like 50 goals a season. The same goalkeeper ends up with
Yeah.
the like the most clean sheets. I think De Gea last year and now Onana
Uh,
this year. Like I think
I mean,
probably they could like. I mean today of course they couldn't keep a clean sheet, but
yeah.
yeah, United could probably end up. But I think Onana has already conceded about 50 plus for both
So
club and
many.
country. So
You saw the Onana and the AFCON. You saw what happened to
yeah.
Onana and the AFCON.
He had the
Uh,
worst AFCON, and I mean AFCON's been wild, but his
AFCON's
AFCON
been
was
wild.
like he was not supposed to play the first game, but then he thought like
Yeah.
if he goes, he can play. The manager put him out of the like squad. He wasn't even on the bench.
Uh,
And then the next game
exactly.
that he played, he ended up conceding. And the third game he was benched, and then I think Cameroon, like I thought Cameroon would get knocked out, but then I think they made
Yeah.
it to the knockouts. But then that first round knockout they got knocked out. So
Yeah.
he basically just went all the way to play one game where he didn't end
Hmm.
up keeping a clean sheet. But yeah,
Sad, bro. Sad, bro. I mean, he was a beast at Ajax, but I don't know why he's flopping in the Premier League.
yeah, yeah. Even no, even for Inter Milan as well. No, like last
Ah,
season, yeah, he was pretty good. In fact, he
was
was one of the goalkeepers that kept Haaland quiet. Like
yeah,
because
yeah, yeah.
I mean, of course, Haaland, I think in finals he hasn't been great, but still, like credit to
Mhm.
Onana for just letting City
I know.
score one. Because
Yeah,
City scored what 7 goals in a game. They put four past Real Madrid in the semis. Like
I swear.
yeah, so
I, I think we watched that match together. Remember,
yeah, yeah,
all of
yeah.
us.
All
We
of us
watched that
did.
match together. Yeah.
Yeah. So all right. So let's talk about like probably like let's talk about the most depressing thing.
No, no, we do not go there. We do not go there.
No, we go there unfortunately. So let's talk about Chelsea's season. Ever
Okay,
since
okay. I
oh
thought you
that's
meant I thought you meant my part, my depressing part.
no no no.
Like, yeah, we'll go to your depressing first. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's start with it. So it's been depressing ever since like Russia invaded Ukraine. So probably until then I was happy.
Hmm.
I am no
Hmm.
longer happy. Probably I'm happy like once in a blue moon whenever this $1 billion squad decide to show up. So anyways, since like so basically for viewers who are watching this, we're shooting this on 12th of February, which means Chelsea won a game. Probably the next time when we shoot, let's say a month later, Chelsea would have won another game. So uh like I mean I don't know this season in the league we've been like bad. We had like a like I think there was only one like two periods during the entire league where our form was great, like in the beginning of the season like for a couple of games and then now recently uh, but in the league we haven't been great, but I think cup competitions have been good.
Hmm.
And of course we face you guys in
Hmm.
the dreaded
Yeah.
league cup final.
Yes.
Hopefully we're able to take revenge, but I don't have hopes after the 4-1, but still like being very
Ah,
optimistic going into it. Yeah, so what do you
I
think?
mean,
Carabao Cup
we
final
faced we faced each other twice last year in the not last year, sorry.
21.
2 years ago, sorry. Yeah, 2000,
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
2 years ago, sorry. In the FA Cup and the League Cup.
Yes.
And both games we took them to penalties, and obviously
Yeah.
Liverpool are the kings at penalties, so obviously we won that. We won both
Yeah.
games.
That
But yeah,
was
they were very
yeah.
good games. Very good games. My God.
Yeah,
I
because
was
no, it was very
disappointed.
good games because both teams were like attacking at the same time defensively both are strong. That's why you had
Exactly.
goalless draws. It wasn't because the teams were playing bad.
Yeah.
And I remember like
Exactly.
Liverpool scored in one of those two finals, but then that goal got ruled out of because of
Mm.
offside or a foul on
Yeah.
or something. So that was the case. And I think the FA Cup final Mount, I remember very clearly he had an open goal, he missed it. It's again the history of
Yeah.
Mount. So, but penalties, I think one was fine. The one which went up till like what, 10 penalties, and then
That was the League Cup, if I'm not wrong.
yeah, and then Kepa thought it's a goal kick, and he went for a goal
Uh,
kick. So,
yeah, I
but
know.
yeah, congratulations like to Liverpool
Yeah.
on both finals.
Oh,
But
that
yeah,
that is that the League Cup is the game where this one who was the manager of Chelsea that time?
Thomas
Uh,
Tuchel.
Tuchel, yeah. Tuchel
Yeah.
brought in Kepa just because
Oh
he's
yeah.
really good at penalties. And he's the guy who ended up missing the penalty at the end.
Yeah. Because I remember it worked out somewhere else. Like I think the Super Cup or even the Club World Cup, that was the thing. Like Mendy starts and then Kepa comes on. He kind of
Yeah.
performed there, but then here, yeah, he didn't. I think that was our best chance probably to win like a trophy that season
Um,
because started declining after the Champions League. But yeah,
I know.
that was it.
We
But
missed
yeah,
the
now
quadruple
talking
that
about
year.
current Chelsea, I think not very optimistic with respect to the league. My prediction is we'll probably finish 8th to 12th, like so 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 5 positions. My guess anywhere between them, but definitely no Europe.
Imagine yourself 5 years ago saying this.
No, never. Like it makes me wonder. Like top four, I used to think like because when I was like in school when I was a kid, we used to like at least win the league 1 or 2 years. Like the difference, like we won in 2014, we won in 2017. So I thought, okay, that's going to be the case. And then after 2017, of course, we didn't win. At least top four was guaranteed. Now I'm a grown ass man, and top four is also not guaranteed. Like I
Oh
mean,
God.
top seven is something that now I'm
Yeah.
aspiring because that guarantees you Europe. If you go
Mm.
into the conference league, you play in what some random countries like I don't know
Yeah, yeah.
Czechoslovakia or who knows. Like, but even that I don't think is possible this season.
Czechoslovakia. Bro,
Yeah.
you're a mother. You're a mother.
I don't know. I'm gonna blurt out like random countries. Like Tuvalu is an island, okay? Even if there's a football team there that will play in the conference league, we won't play against them. We'll be at home watching you guys play. I think next week. Oh wait, not next week. It's this week. Yeah. By the way, Champions League football returns. Makes
Mm.
no sense for us. Because okay, but at least you guys have Europa. We don't
Neither
have that
for us.
also.
Neither for us, though. We don't need
Yeah.
Champions League as well. We're in
But
Europa
at
League.
least
We
Thursday
don't.
nights you play. No, I'll be like we'll be in
Yeah.
front of the TV on like Wednesday
Mm.
night,
I
Tuesday
know.
night, Thursday night.
Bro,
Uh,
I hope we make it to the Europa League final. The main reason being the final is in Dublin. So
oh yes,
I have made it my life's mission. I'm saving up close to
yes.
300 to 400 euro every month to buy that. I don't give a fuck if the ticket goes even 2000 euros. I am spending money and buying that.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, of
I
course.
am going to watch that final in Dublin.
Oh yes. If you are that close, then yeah,
Yeah,
that would
it's
really
right
make
here.
sense.
Yeah, that's like 3 hours away. Oh, for those of you who don't know, I am in Cork, Ireland right now.
Oh
So
yeah.
yeah,
So it's
yeah,
outskirts of Dublin. Yes. Yeah.
yeah.
So that's what. So, anyways, my plan is also to come closer. Let's see if things work out. Be closer to Chelsea. Go and watch
Mm.
games and then cry over there. So, what I do it in my room, I'll probably do it in the stadium. But yeah, I think that's about it. So I think we play like next. I think we play Crystal Palace in the league, and then of course we play Manchester City at Etihad. As long as
Mm.
it's an entertaining game and we are able to take a
Please,
point,
please win that game. Please win that game. Please. I need you to
yeah,
win that game.
Arsenal fans and Liverpool fans asking us to do them a favor
Bro,
makes
I know. I remember back in 2010. So the thing
yeah.
is, Liverpool were a good team until like 2009, and then 2010, Torres decides to leave. No, I think 2010, 2011, Torres decides to leave. Xabi Alonso leaves. Arbeloa leaves. And Rafa Benitez leaves. And at the end, we get Roy Hudson as our coach. Okay.
Yeah.
And the decline of Liverpool, whatever you're going through now, expecting to reach 8th to
Uh,
12th, that was me in 2010 till 2013 when Brendan Rodgers took over. And after Brendan Rodgers had one season, we had like a marvelous season. We lost because of Steven Gerrard's famous slip against you. Uh,
Flippy
yeah,
G.
we lost
Yeah.
because of Slippy against you guys. And yeah, then the next season we dropped drastically, and that is when the maestro comes in,
Yeah.
Jurgen Klopp, and transforms
Yeah.
Liverpool into the beast we are today.
Because there's an image going around as well, like the starting 11 and the bench of Klopp's first game
Mm,
to what you guys are
yeah,
now. Massive
exactly.
transformation. Yeah. Made
So
you guys into a powerhouse.
we had Fabio Borini and Mario Balotelli in our attack. Okay,
Uh, Yeah, because there's this one more meme as well. Like your friend three, like 660 odd minutes, zero goals, and then of course your
Exactly, exactly. I
then
remember that front. I remember that front three very well. It was Ricky Lambert, Mario Balotelli, and Fabio Borini. This was our attack three when
yeah,
Klopp
yeah.
took over. Okay.
And then now he made you guys with what Robert Firmino, then
Look,
Sadio Mane, and of course
look at the
the
player:
legend
Sadio Mane, Firmino, Salah.
Christian God.
Who
Yeah,
else? Like so many. But then I've noticed one thing: almost every player who leaves Liverpool ends up flopping. Think about
yeah,
it. Henderson flopped in Saudi. Mane flopped crazy in Bayern. I don't even need to talk about Coutinho. Like my god, like everyone who leaves the Klopp system ends up flopping because they can
yeah.
only play under him. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's one thing I noticed.
Same. So the difference here is like we get players who flop at Chelsea and then they go and in some cases they do better. In other cases they probably flop because I remember like just the like since like Barca has won a league title last year, so probably a little bit credit to Christensen.
Mm.
But apart from
Mm.
that, other players who've left not great. But okay,
Mm.
yeah. But anyways, yeah. So I think that's the time we have today. So thank you,
Yeah.
Ambarish, for being the first
Yeah.
guest of the Fomoball podcast. So probably, hopefully, more episodes to come and more
Yes.
people to
And
join.
next week we will talk about Klopp leaving.
Yes, yes, we'll have to talk about that as well.
Yeah.
Klopp leaving by choice and Pochettino leaving by force, probably. Like, hopefully not, but you never know. But yeah, all right, guys. Like.
Okay. See.